Hi everyone, we're here to celebrate today the Rose Glen Village Senior of the Month for the month of October. Stan Hubbard. Stan, great to see you.
Thank you, Tim. It's a pleasure being here.
Thanks so much for being here with us today. It's a great pleasure to have you. It's a tremendous honor to be chosen October Senior of the Month.
Yes, it is. I've only been there a year and 3 months, but evidently they think something of me anyway.
Yeah. Well, you're a 21-year Navy veteran, Stan is,
yes.
So it's a tremendous honor here to have a veteran here with us today. And tell us, if you would, where you grew up. And
I was born in a little town, actually just a wide spot in the road, Franklinville, New Jersey, which is 24 miles from Philadelphia and 24 miles from Atlantic City. So I was right in the middle there. And when I went to school there in Franklinville, and high school was in the next town because it was so small they didn't even have a high school. And when I turned 17, I decided I needed to go in the Navy. And that's when I enlisted in the Navy and spent 21 years in the Navy. And it was a good life.
Yeah.
And then when I retired from the Navy, I got a job with Bell Helicopter in Amarillo, Texas. I went out there for 2 years, and then the program got completed, and they didn't need me, so they let me go, and I went back to Jacksonville, Florida, and went to work for the government again at a rework facility there in Jacksonville.
yeah.
And in 1995, I had a massive heart attack, and they said, well, you ain't working on airplanes no more, so they put me out to pasture.
Yeah.
At that time, the kids had moved to North Carolina, Taylorsville and Claremont, North Carolina. And when I got sick, they kept pestering us to come to North Carolina, and that's how I ended up in Taylorsville. And then my wife passed away in 2010, and I was sitting at the house just getting fatter and fatter, and I'd go by Rose Glen every day just about, and I just thought it was a big apartment complex.
Yeah.
And a friend of mine needed her hair done, and she had an appointment, needed a ride, so I took her to the beauty shop, and I found a brochure with Rose Glen, and I got to reading, and I said, that seems like a nice place to get, go
Yeah.
look at. And I did, and it was real interesting. And so I finally decided, yeah, I'll go Rose Glen. So it was very interesting.
Yeah.
And there, of course, I met a lady friend of mine, and we hit it off pretty good.
Yeah. Betty,
Betty,
she was our July Senior of the Month.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart. She's like the Timex bunny. She just keeps on going.
Yeah.
And nothing stops her. We get along real good.
That's tremendous. And tell us about your family growing when you were young, when you were a boy.
Well, I had 2 brothers and 2 sisters, and of course I was right in the middle, and everything come down and come up, and it stopped at me.
Yeah.
if anything went wrong, Stan did it, things like that. But it was a good life. I grew up where we didn't have any money, but my daddy was a farmer, and he always had something for us to eat.
Yeah.
So it was a good life. It really was a good life.
You came from a great family
but
then.
New Jersey was a nice place to be away from.
Yeah.
Because the taxes got so bad that it just wasn't worth living there. And I moved to North Carolina finally, and my brother and sister ended up in Damascus, Virginia.
Oh, yeah.
Where that is. And then my younger brother moved to Memphis, Tennessee. He lives out there. But of course, in the meantime, I've lost both my brother and sister that lived in Virginia, and it's just my younger sister, who's still hard-headed, lives in New Jersey.
Yeah.
And she'll be down next month, she'll be down to visit for a couple of weeks. So that'll be enjoyable.
Tell
to
us about
see
your
her.
2 children now.
One lives in Taylorsville, North Carolina. Yeah. He did work for American Roller Bearing Corporation, and they've downsized, so he lost his job here a couple months ago. And of course, he's wanting to retire to Florida, so I guess maybe things will work out for him to go down there. And my daughter, stepdaughter and stepson, lives in Claremont, and she's wanting to, of all things, move to Belize. I don't know why, but she wants to move to Belize, and from them I've got 13 grandchildren and 5 great grandchildren. So. It's been a productive procedure there.
Do they get a chance to come visit you?
Oh yes, they love to come eat at Rose Glen.
Yeah, it is a wonderful place to eat.
It is wonderful. They do a good job in the dining room. It's like the old expression goes, 10% of the people you'll never please anyway. So. They do a good job. If you don't like the special they have a menu that you can order off of, and it's quite lengthy. So it's real good that way.
What do you like? What other things do you like to do there?
Well, I like to go on the dinner trips. That's fun. And every Friday, the last Friday of every month, they have veterans breakfast, and all the veterans get to come in, and you get to talk sea stories and tell lies, and it's real enjoyable.
Yeah.
And of course they have the billiards, and they have the theater, and they have you name it, they've got something going all the time, and it's really enjoyable. Anybody, you can get involved or do as little as you want to do, because it is independent living, and it's great. It's just fabulous. I was lucky to find it.
Yeah.
And of course I was extra lucky because I got me a partner to go along with it. So
Betty, yeah.
That's great.
I've been to your veteran breakfast there
yes,
before.
It
is wonderful.
It is
there.
wonderful.
They do a great job.
They do a wonderful job for all the veterans. You don't have to live there. It's for all the veterans in the area.
Yeah.
They're welcome to come and have breakfast every month. So it's wonderful.
So 21 years in the Navy. Tell us what it did for you. What did it do to make you the man you are today? Well,
it taught me a lot of discipline. I'll tell you that. Because when I first went in, you might say I was a little bit wild, and I did get in little troubles when I was growing up. And they taught me a lot of discipline. But it's like Rose Glen. It was a second family, and everybody helped everybody, and that's. That was great, and it taught me a lot of leadership abilities, and which it's good, but worked good for me through my life.
Yeah.
So it's great.
And you stayed with your Chief Petty Officers Association.
Senior Chief, yeah.
Yeah, Senior Chief Petty Officer.
I'm a member of the Senior Chief Chief Petty Officers National and Disabled American Veterans. I'm a life member there, and American Legion. I'm a member of the American Legion, and they do a lot of wonderful things for the veterans, which they deserve. For a long time, they didn't get it, but now they're finally getting the recognition they deserve, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
Yeah, it's tremendous that you're still involved with all of those
organizations.
organizations.
I'm not involved as I used to be. I used to be on honor guard and all this, that, and the other thing, but I've sort of drawn back a little bit because I've had a little bit of medical conditions. I had to back off a little bit. So, but I still try to do as much as I can.
Yeah. Do you enjoy playing cards and things?
Yes, we every 2 weeks we have a little bit of, don't tell the sheriff, but poker game. So. And it's fun. It's no big thing. It's just a little nickel and dime, but it's fun. Every 2 weeks we get together and play cards, and it's Ken does a good job.
Yeah.
The ladies have a lot of things more to do than we do, but they keep trying to add things for the men, but the men just don't seem to get involved as much as the ladies do. Just like the dinner trips. I love the dinner. But they always want to go shopping after the dinner, and I'm not that much of a shopper.
Tell us about those dinner trips. What
we go all over the place. We go to Winston-Salem. We have stage full. They come up here to Boone, Shatley Springs. They go all over the place. Anybody that says they can't find some place that they want to go is just not looking, because they go all over. They do a wonderful job. They really do.
I bet you've met a lot of great friends. That
Oh yes, it's like a big family, really.
Yeah.
If you have problems, everybody wants to know what they can do for you, and it's great. It is absolutely fabulous. You can't ask for more, and I'm glad to see more people coming in, because we've been unlucky here this first part of this year, because we keep losing some of our friends, which it's understandable, but it still hurts.
Yeah.
And we get new ones all the time.
And tell us, the management and the staff are great.
Most of them are, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like everything else. They have their bosses they have to answer to. But they do a great job. They really do. You have so many people of different backgrounds and different things they like to do, and they try real hard to please everybody. Just like the dining room, if you have a special recipe that you grew up and loved your mama to fix or whatever, if you write the recipe out and give it to the cooks, they'll duplicate that recipe and feed that to you.
Yeah.
Which is, it's outstanding. They bend over backwards to try to please everybody.
Yeah.
But you can't do it.
But it's obvious that a lot of people love you there too, but
Oh,
to
no,
choose you as October
no.
Senior of the Month.
I'm just lucky.
The staff and the management and so many friends that
Well,
care so much
it's a
about
pleasure. It's an honor that they would think that much of me to choose me, and I appreciate it.
you. Yeah, congratulations, Stan, for
Thank
being
you, Tim.
selected October Senior of the Month at Rose Glen Village.
Yeah,
Thanks so much for being here with us. It's been
Thank
a pleasure
you.
to meet you. And so congratulations there to Stan Hubbard. He's the October Senior of the Month at Rose Glen Village. If you want to find out any more information about Rose Glen Village, you can go to their website, visitroseglen.com. A tremendous place in Wilkesboro, North Carolina. Congratulations, Stan. Thanks so
Thank you.
much. We'll be back with more of the Mountain Television Network.